Hello, this is a watercolor tutorial, Cherry Blossom Alley by Ekaterina Smirnova. There is a video that I have on my channel called Autumn Alley, and one of the people has commented, can you paint the same scene but using cherry blossom trees? And I say, of course you can. This is how you do it. I have my little sketch prepared. My paper is rough 140 pound. I'll use French Ultramarine, permanent rose and sepia watercolors, and a pointy, small-sized brush. I will start with watering my paper on the lower part. This way it will help me to transfer colors very well. Once I'm done, I will start with the first color, Ultramarine. I will collect some on my ceramic dish and add a little bit of water. The mix should be quite light. I will apply this color in 3 sections, on the left, on the right, and also on the section where the path goes. You will notice that in few minutes the paper is starting to buckle. I'm not concerned about it because I'm using a pad. It is glued on the sides. I will let it dry, and once it's fully dry, the paper has stretched back and looks flat. Now I will start to paint the cherry blossoms. I will collect some of the permanent rose on my ceramic dish and make a very light mix. So adding a lot of water, because cherry blossoms are quite light, they are never very intense pink color. I also add some water in order to dilute the paint and move it around smoothly. Though I am trying to create some shapes of the trees. It's not just one solid color. I will also apply some of the little petals that are covering the ground. They also make it look pink. Once I'm done, I will let it dry once again. Test the paper if it's fully dry. Composition-wise, the center of the alley is located on 1/3 of the painting. There is a left and right side. I'm going to collect sepia color and make a rather more intense mix, because I don't want my trees to appear transparent, especially on the front. Cherry trees have always interesting shapes, so I'm going to move my brush almost chaotically in order to create interesting shapes of the trees. When the tree branches go further, then they become slenderer. But it is important for you to pay attention that the trunk is thicker than the branches. There is also a large branch that will get attention of the viewers on the front. So once I'm done with the first tree, following the perspective rules, I will continue painting the rest of the trees on the left side of the alley. And I see that all of them quite intense, so I need to remove extra paint from the trees that are further, because they will be disappearing in the distance. So the same idea is, of course, on the right side of the alley. The trees would never repeat each other, and I will proceed creating them, though this time I'm going to dilute my paint for the trees that are further. This way they will appear lighter. By collecting blue color and mixing it with sepia and water, I create a grayish color and use this color to paint some shadows, because otherwise trees would appear that they are floating. And again, I decided to lighten up the trees. I am applying some clean water on top of the trees and then using a kitchen paper towel to collect the excess of the paint. Now, I am going to add more details with the permanent rose. This time the color is slightly more intense, and with this darker color, I'm almost creating shadows of the masses of blooms, as well as adding some blooms on that branch on the front. This will allow me to create a 3D effect, and applying some more pink for the bottom as well. Once I'm done, the last touch would be to add blue color for the shadows of the tree trunks. Just a little touches here and there, hardly visible, but yet making an artwork a little more successful. You can spend as much time adding details to this painting, but overall the sketch of the cherry blossom tree is done. The last thing is left to do. You wait when the paint is dry, and using a letter opening knife, you can separate the front paper from the rest of the paper pad. I hope you enjoyed this simple tutorial. Please comment, subscribe for this channel, and feel free to share your artworks on the social media.